Hello, dear friends. What a beautiful day. And I am filled with happiness and joy and just so happy because yesterday was a bad day and the day before yesterday was a bad day. So many bad days accumulated together, and I think I got enough bad days, so the luck has started to turn around, and today is a good day. I am so happy. I came back home early, and every Thursday afternoon I could come back home early to see sunshine in my backyard. And this time I found flowers, and there are things in the mail, so make me so happy. We will do one by one, and I decide this afternoon I will waste some time, I will spend some time, whichever way you call it. I give this time to myself, just to myself, and to do the things I like, to put myself into the right place. I am so happy. Look at the flower here. And our blueberry flower is coming up. And calla lily is coming up. How beautiful. Blueberry flowers. And I think I have seen, so many. I think I have seen something. Yes, there is also an orchid flower. Yes, I am so happy to see this beautiful thing. Oh, this orchid flower is already gone. There was an orchid flower. It's already opening up. I think it's because it's the gardener has cleaned it up. Anyway, everything makes me so happy, so happy. I would like to share this wonderful moment with you. See you in a while. No, actually, this background should be looking good. I like these winter branches and winter leaves. It has a special aesthetic, a very special kind of beauty and feeling. And in front of me is a plum tree. We just pruned it. We have just pruned it. All so good. So we will start with a happy surprise. I got it in the mail. Why were we not happy? Because yesterday Shark lose, and the hockey game, they lose. Every time when Shark wins, I was so happy. I am so happy to see Shark win. It's my favorite team. And they lose, make me sad. And Kevin came, and then Kevin didn't stay. It's been a long time that Kevin has stayed with, hasn't come. So it's a very, very sad thing to see. That we came back home, Kevin was not waiting. And it's been 3 or 4 days. Maybe Kevin had some good food in another family, or maybe because it's raining, it's cold. And just Kevin didn't come, so we were very sad. And finally, yesterday, Kevin came But he came just for a very brief moment, and then he left. And we were expecting a mail for my boy. We bought some cards, MTG, but it never came. It was supposed to come, arrive us on Tuesday. Tuesday didn't come. Wednesday didn't come. So I was very sad. And finally, today it came, and this one came, and another mail came. I was just so happy. Oh, look at it. Look at it. Can you see it? Whoa. Whoa. Look at it. How can you not be happy when you see these beautiful things? I am so happy. Ah, this one is a much larger drainer, so that you do not have to fill up totally the... Oh, it's another shape. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, let's have a cup of tea together. Wonderful afternoon. Okay, let's have a cup of tea. And we will start by our teaspoon box. One friend said, bring back the spoon box. Hey, you, bring back the spoon box. So, of course, I will bring it back. It is my pleasure, and I just feel like today. Which color do we use? I still want to use this ceramic. Just love this ceramic. It has a beautiful sound, and this might be a little bit too small for the tea, so we will use. But it's time to give a change, right? We use this spoon. We use this one, and the red one is white one. The red one they sell also. A little knife. This is the red one, the same as this one. It is the same, but it's actually pretty good. If they produce 3 different color, I will buy 3 different color. Ding, ding, ding. 3 different color, or at least another color. I can buy another one. They do not have, so this is a beautiful, pure orange red. Don't you like it? And so we will use this little spoon. And tea we will use today. We are going to drink a new tea. Okay. Red or green, which color? I think in this wonderful, beautiful afternoon, what I am up to, 茉莉花茶, jasmine green tea, and 铁观音. I think green color, red color. Okay, so today we drink 铁观音. 铁观音 is Iron Buddha. Iron Buddha. This is absolutely new, not yet opened up. So we will open it up. Cut it off. Open it up and put into the teapot. Look at this. Glass is always so beautiful and elegant. Glass is such a wonderful thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's good. 5, 4. That's good. That is good enough. That is absolutely good enough. Now I will pour in water, and the water is already, I think it's not that cold, that hot. What do you think? I will heat it up a little bit, okay? Wait me 1 moment. So we will quietly wait here for around 1 minute and use this time to appreciate this beautiful teapot and this plate. I like pretty things like everybody else. We like pretty things and we buy pretty things whenever we find them. So this is one plate. Maybe we can take this time to appreciate a little bit of our plates. It's a beautiful plate, always from the same shop. If I buy almost everything from exactly the same shop. And this one is our blue plate. Voila, with this color, it looks so rich and so magnificent. Magnificent. Magnifique. And if we put a red tea, voila, this is so pretty, don't you agree? And another tea plate is this one. This one I bought from France, Moonsoon Denby, and it really took us quite some. It's quite heavy. I have bought a lot of them. One friend mentioned that the design is good, so that we can take a closer look at it. There is some gold color, and otherwise this beautiful chrysanthemum, just line and a simple line, yet so elegant. And another one here. This one is one set. We bought in Paris, but not I bought it because it's expensive. So I usually do not buy expensive things. I buy things nothing more than $5, $6. But this one is much more expensive than what I usually am comfortable with. So my husband bought this one. And that's the good thing of marriage. You like something and you do not need to buy. You just tell your husband or tell your wife, I like this. And that's the end of the story. Next time when the chance came, it will be in front of your eyes. That's... Oh, Limoges. Limoges. Limoges is one of the best ceramic place in France, and they produce some very, very famous and very, very high quality ceramic. Limoges. And when I lived in Paris, under our apartment, we had an apartment in Rue Gaudon-Mauroy, and it's a company rental. We rented for a couple of years, and we lived near Galerie Lafayette, near, it's walking distance, everything is walking distance in Paris almost. But this one is really 5 minutes walking distance to Galerie Lafayette and Lafayette Maison and Boulevard Haussmann. Anyway, and what I was talking about, I forgot, quite lost myself. So, yes, there was a shop, is the representative of Centre Commercial de Limoges at Paris. So they have an office introducing Limoges, the food, the ceramic and the special products there. And so I got to know Limoges. It's such a beautiful thing. And also in Paris, I visited Musée de Porcelaine, the ceramic. Anyway, forgot it. The porcelain museum of the porcelain and ceramic. So I learned that Limoges produce wonderful, beautiful ceramic. So today we are using this one. It has strong color, so I think it matches with the background color we are having. So tea is here, water is here. It makes me happy to use good things. Not make me, it makes us, makes every one of us happy, right? Let's just face it. Good things. We live a life, we live for the joy of life, and we live to enjoy everything as much as we can. We enjoy all these things, and they are. The tea is I didn't have enough water, so it's almost good. Otherwise, the tea will come up, and there is a design defect, I think. The mouth of the teapot is relatively low, so it cannot fill up complete water. I have another similar teapot which have a higher mouth. You see here, the mouth is higher, so you can put more water. Anyway, I still have some room to put more water. I will boil some more water. So the water is boiling, and we just sit here to appreciate the beautiful color of the tea. And I will do some question and answer. Recently, there are two videos that I am obliged to make. Actually, I'm not obliged to make anything, but these I make myself. Two goals to make. One is a lady, beautiful young lady, had her birthday, and the sister decided to ask me if I can send something, post my doodling or something onto her Facebook page at that exact day. And I was very touched. People think of these good things and good thoughts and connect this kind of, this such a wonderful feeling connect through me, or just include me in these beautiful thoughts. It touches me profoundly. So I decide, why not? I send a mail. So I send a mail to to the sister, to her, to the birthday girl, the lucky girl, and it arrived. The doodling arrived to her just one day before her birthday, and I was so touched that that the sister is thinking so good thought for her. It's a wonderful feeling. And I have 2 sisters in my family and 1 brother. We have 4, the whole family. We have 4 children, and I know that kind of family feeling. And anyway, we were not so. We were not, at least me, myself, I do not communicate that much. I'm kind of a cold person, or not making that much effort onto this. And the birthday girl, the sister's thoughts, it really ignites a lot of good thoughts. It makes me think about this good feeling. It's such a wonderful feeling. And so actually, let me decide. I dedicate this video to this beautiful young lady. Happy birthday to you. It's already 2 days late for this video, and when it is uploaded, it will be 3 days later than your real birthday. But it's never. But it's good to have. To when all the good wish has gone, you still get a little bit of a surprise of reading it again, to warm up your heart and to warm up yourself again. Okay, I need to get some water. So the water is boiling. Let's see how good it is. So I send her one of my doodling. Oh, that's enough. I cannot put any more. And I think we are already 2 to 5 minutes into it. Oh, it's already dripping off. There is some industrial design defect of this. It's beautiful, it's pretty, but yeah. Or you can do another way you solve this problem is you put something under it and let it tilt it a little bit. For example, like this. And this piece of paper does not look that good. But if you have some pretty napkin paper and make it like this, it is still quite acceptable, I think. So we will pour in the water. Again. They never design it just as perfect. It's hard to design something really perfect if you are not a tea drinker. If you are just in the sense of design something for designing, it does not help. You have to be really a designer you have to be a user so that you can design something good. I remember when we first bought some sleeping tent, and the sleeping tent was made in some country, and at that time in those country they are not using sleeping tent that often. We were saying, yeah, this must be made by the people who do not use a sleeping tent. Anyway, a lot of things made by other people, not the people who is using, is always not as efficient, effective as the users. Okay, so come back to these beautiful thoughts, and I was just thinking, You are very lucky, beautiful lady. You are very lucky. You yourself are very beautiful. You have beautiful child and a happy family, and your sister loves you, and your mother loves you, and your whole family. I didn't know about your father. Is the comment did not mention, or the post did not mention. I did not know. I do not know. But anyway, you are so much loved and cared, and you are just lucky. I think all this good luck comes from yourself, because you are a beautiful, pure, and sincere person. I can see from your picture. It's very very internally beautiful. There is beauty radiating through your body, radiating out. That is a very beautiful thing. And take care of your good family. It's one of the most precious things. Love your family. Love the person who loves you. Love the person who live with you 6-7 years, and give you a beautiful family, and live with you to make a beautiful family, to have a beautiful child, and being so generous, so forgiving, being so just manage. I know the man you love is such being just a guy, a real person, nothing pretentious, not pretentious, and yeah, it's a very solid person. You are very lucky. You made good choice, and yeah, it touches me to see a beautiful beginning, beautiful ending, beautiful things. Touches me. Okay, so we will have some tea. Pour some tea. It's very easy to pour the tea. That's despite albeit this a little bit of design deficiency, or design a little bit of design imperfection. This teapot is really a very, very beautiful teapot. Let's take a look at it. How beautiful this teapot is, right? I love it. Just love it. So we will have tea. This is 铁观音. Okay, dear friends, let's first have a cup of tea, and then I will answer some question from one of our YouTube friend. And I think she is a journalist or doing some essay. Anyway, the important thing is that she has asked some question, and I will answer these questions and do a video about it, because I am too lazy to write everything down. The first question, I have noticed that you use a lot of mixed media in your artwork, oil paints, ink, silk painting, etc. Which is your absolute favorite to work with, and why? I think there is really, this is quite hard to say which media I would like to use. It depends on what material I have, and if by myself, whatever is handy. And there are something I use more comfortable, or something that I'm originally from. For example, brush painting is the first thing I start to use, Chinese painting ink. it is something that I started, and I started to find I can do something with. I can do something that other people are not yet so familiar with. That's my starting point. So whenever I have this ink or ink stick and brush, I will use it. But imagine the ink is very difficult to wash, to clean. It's all black, and it takes time and takes space to set up things, especially when I now have different subjects to teach and different things. So it is not always come so handy. So I'm using it less. And since I teach art class, there is a need to try different media, try different methods. So I start to use oil pastel, to use acrylic, to use watercolor, to use pencil, pen, all the different other things. And so it's hard to see what is one of my favorite. But I have this kind, if you call it favorite, that is pencil, because it's the most simple. There should be nothing more simple than a pencil, and it's kind of my philosophy or kind of my thoughts. Everything at its purest, simplest, and the most original form is the most magnificent, and is the most difficult, and is the highest level of art. And pencil, pen, this kind of very simple media, they are simple, but there is nothing at all you can cheat. With oil painting, with other things, you can do layer by layer. You can play around. But pencil, pen, and ink, a pen. Once you do it, you are done with it. You cannot correct. Chinese painting, you paint it, one stroke, done. There is a life of it. You cannot change its life. You cannot cover up its life. The stroke itself, that line, that shape, has its own life already. Their own life is already born. You cannot alter it. The only thing you can do is that you go around with it and do other effort to compromise, to encourage, to bring out the beauty of that particular thing, that particular baby stroke. It might be a good stroke, it might be a not so good stroke, but once you are done, this little baby has its own life. We have children, we know. No one is perfect. Each individual child, she has her own life and is to be appreciated. And you do not get a perfect person. You make the best of that particular character. The character, once the character is born, do not damage it. Do not try to alter it. Do not do anything to make it different. Make it the most of it. Make the best of it. That's the best way to develop one character. And so this is what I think. Something that is pure, simple, is the highest form of art. Calligraphy is such a wonderful art because it's just one thing, one pen or one brush. And pencil, you can make such a wonderful, magnificent a drawing out of pencil, and it becomes so rich, so deep, so profound, just through a pencil. So I have, I don't know whether I can call it absolute favorite media. At least this is one of my most appreciate thing. One of my most, this is the most appreciate spirit, that no pretending, nothing pretentious, pure, pure, pure skill and spirit. So I think this can sum up my first answer to the first question. And the second one is, how do you become an artist? Were you born with the skills and found them occurring naturally in your life, or was art a deliberate choice for you when it came to your career? First, I do not call myself artist. And also, I do not know the definition of artist. Generally speaking, everyone is an artist, and in a specific form, no one is an artist, or no one can claim himself an artist. So it's a hard question. So how do you become an artist? Gosh, this word is so big. How do I become a person who I am now and start to painting? I can answer this question. It's more accurate. So I was not good at drawing, at painting. I remember when I was young, all my family, they do better job than me. And I got the most favor from my mother. If you are a mother, you know. If you are a parent, you know. Usually you do not favor the strong boy or the strong girl, the strong kid in the family, because they can survive by themselves. Usually is the worst kid in the family got the favor. And the not so bright and the slow and not smart but kind, those kind of people get the favor. And I was particularly that kind. I was not smart, I did not write well, I did not draw well. My brother did better in math, in drawing. My sister, everyone did much better than me. And so I was the underdog in my family. So my whole life within my family, and I was kind of, I never made a voice. So this is why I am struggling still now, because I do not have a leadership. And my job really particularly require that kind of leadership, at least let people listen to you. And this is my strongest weakness, not strongest, this is my biggest weakness, that I cannot lead something. I cannot make other people listen to me because I'm weak. So I got my mother's favor for that, for being not the strongest. But I am kind. I have a quite easy, bendable character. Whenever I made mistake, I compromise and I confess and I say, yes, I made that mistake. When my parents got angry with me, I will be the traitor. In my sister's word, you are a traitor, traitor, 叛徒，叛徒，叛徒，不知高，女不知高。And my sister was very strong. She never compromised, and she never give up. So it's kind of my, because I was soft and I give up and I compromise. So I usually do not get my parents into such a severe anger, not to get them too much angry. So I was not good at drawing, and I always admire and envy my sister, my brother's drawing. I remember one time I was drawing a box. Let me see. Yes, okay, here is a piece of paper. I was drawing, I think, a lunch box. In China, there were those kind of lunch box, and there was a handle on top of it. This is a box. And then I just cannot do it. And then my brother came and helped me, did this one. So, and this was my memory of my brother teach me something about perspective, or something about 3D drawing. I had this one, I should erase out this one. "3D drawing. Can you see it? Can you see? This is a 3D drawing. This is a handle on top of it. I didn't put it into the right place. Anyway, so I learned so much, everything from my family. And I was not born with an artistic skill. And but one thing I learned later is from my mother. My mother, her whole life, she would like to do painting and drawing, and she was good at it. And at her retirement, one day I went with her to a park, 中山公园 in Beijing. There was a big park, and there was a flower exhibition. And I went with my mother, and she brought with her a board to do drawing. She was very shy, and she did not dare to do that. And I encouraged her, and I was standing beside her. And then she started her first drawing, and later on she became quite, I think she became one of the famous, very well achieved retired senior artist, starting at a senior age, starting at retirement. And it was a very small thing for me, but my mother always said that you get me started. And at that time, I did not have time. I just graduated from school and starting to work, busy, very busy, a business woman, selling, traveling, importing, exporting. The only thing I could do was to buy some brushes, to buy some art material for my mother, so that my mother could draw and paint, do Chinese painting. And she was painting no day, no night, every day painting, no cooking, nothing, just painting. And painting became her hobby. And my mother passed away, and I saw her do the painting. It's kind of her spirit, and there was only one thing, the material left. So I do not want to throw away those material. And I was very sick because my mother passed away. We were very, very close, and because I was so depending on my mother, and what do you call it? It's a spoiled or favored, because I was not so good. So now I kind of my spiritual cornerstone, my spiritual support has left me, and I felt so empty. I was very, very sick, I think in my whole life, that was the only time that I was seriously sick. I feel I was dying at that time. And then I started to pick up the brush, her leftover, and started to paint, to do some bamboo, to do paint, and to write calligraphy. And there are other stories. I will not talk about those stories. Anyway, painting connected me with my mother. And through painting, I found her spirit. And from time to time, I could hear that my mother calling my name. And when you have your most loved person left to you, you may have that dream that the person came back to your life and talking to you. Even in daytime, I still could hear that my mother called me and talked to me, and that's the moment that I was the most close. And through painting, I found this. I found this calm and this connection, and I found my mother actually through painting. So I started painting, and and later on, my mother passed away many years, and I still, the person who loved me the most had left me alone in the world. Okay, let me continue with this. Let me continue. So, so I just started to paint, and later on, give me a few minutes. I will stop this video and have some tea and calm down myself, and then I will continue. Later, I will compose this video all together, make an hour-long video or something, but let me take a break. Okay, dear friends, let's continue with this chat about how become the one who I am right now. So I went to France. I went to Paris because of family thing. Okay, those. Anyway, I became for love, for family thing. My family, I went to France to have 1 year full-time student as a language student. I did not speak a single thing, and I have learned, but I did not speak French. So I was I was registered to sign up for La Sorbonne language, civilisation, la langue et civilisation, for 1 year time. And so being a poor student, life is always a struggle. I used to be working in the business, in the import and export export. I was a businesswoman and traveling, living in good hotel. Anyway, there's nothing about my own richness. It's about the job require you, and work for a foreign company. So traveling and living in hotel, and also making quite some decent salary. So lived in not material poor condition, material quite okay condition at that time. In China, it was not that bad, pretty good. And came to France. I became a poor student, a full-time student. I do not have any single income. As everybody, I look for job, right? Student look for a part-time job, and so I started the part-time job. I started to look for job, look for job advertisement, and look for this and that, and maybe because I'm lazy or whatever. And then there was one day I found in Fusac there are people teaching English or teaching English, American students teaching English and teaching French. And then in Paris, I went to a lot of activities, a lot of some book signing. There are tons of activities, book signing club, calligraphy club, all these things. And then one friend, he's an American friend, he said, I write advertisement on Fusac and I got student, I do private tutoring. So I was thinking, why not? I tried. So I started to try to put an advertisement. At the beginning, there was nobody answer. And after a couple of weeks, I wasn't serious enough to check again. I received one phone call. And this phone call, I have my broken French, and that guy did not speak any English. So we broken up each other. I mean, we broken to broken, fair enough, and we managed to see each other at Gare Saint-Lazare, in a small coffee shop, small bar, to teach. He would like to learn Chinese, and I teach Chinese. So at the end of 1 hour, I got, I think, 100 francs. It was astronomical number for me. Usually you get 20 francs something, work in a restaurant or something, and I got 100 francs for teaching a language. So I was very happy. So I started, and it just keep rolling, and I started to teach. And then one day, I got two beautiful young ladies, and they are friends. They work in Watson, or what is an English bookstore in Paris, near the Rue Rivoli. That English bookstore, a very big English bookstore. And they would like to learn Chinese. So I went to their house, an apartment, a typical Parisian apartment. So, and then they learned a couple of sentences, and they say, can we learn Chinese calligraphy? Can I teach? They ask, can you teach me Chinese calligraphy? Can I? Is this a question? I was filled with joy. I can practice my calligraphy, and I got paid. I was so happy. So starting from there, I started to teach. So Paris, poor student in Paris, and my first teaching or private tutoring experience was the seed of me to teach in other places. So I started to teach. It's just a couple of hours a week, but we kept a few weeks. I forgot how many weeks, and then we found a job in America, and then I came to America. And we came to America first. I looked for a job because I do not have a working visa. I could not work, and but I was thinking, if I could not work, why not me allowed to volunteer? So I was looking for opportunity to volunteer, because volunteer, you are not taking away American people's job opportunity, right? I'm not getting paid. So I went to library to see if I can volunteer anything. And then there was a very kind gentleman, and he was a black man. And in China at that time, I did not see a lot of people of different races. And he was so kind and really very kind. He was in charge of San Jose a library volunteer job, a coordinator, and he even managed a meeting to see the volunteer to evaluate what can these people do. Usually, you see people volunteer people go to manage the books and something. And then I think I told him maybe I can do something other than manage the book, so that I can use my ability a little bit better. And for example, I can teach calligraphy. He was very happy, and he allowed me the opportunity to manage teaching calligraphy. And finally, I have done something, but the calligraphy class never started, and he changed job or something. But starting from there, I found if I do not have working visa, it does not take away my ability of doing things. I can take classes, I can sign up for classes. I think I can sign up for classes. I forgot. Anyway, I didn't do anything illegal. Just you make sure you be careful not to do anything, not anything wrong, because you want to stay in that place. So I started by volunteering, and later on we got our working visa. Working visa. I think I first got our green card. Yes, later on I got my green card, and the first thing is looking for opportunity to teach. So I start to make advertisement everywhere to teach calligraphy. And first I was teaching in private, and there was one time I signed up, and also I want to learn. I signed up for community college, and after school learning. So I signed up to learn graphic design, computer, and the teacher told us, you can become a tutor if you have something that you are good at. Talk with who, Linda, talk with whom, then you can teach. So starting from there, I started, why not I teach in community college? I can teach calligraphy. So starting from there, I started to teach, because teaching community college, once you have the ability, once you have the knowledge or the skill, you can teach. And it does not require a teaching credential. The difference is that if you get a teaching credential, you get better paid, and you get to teach some special, for example, senior class or something. And if you do not have teaching credential, you can still teach in community college, and just get a few dollars less paid. So I started to teach calligraphy class, teach painting class, and what I think is teaching is the best way of learning, same as learning is the best way of teaching. It's like two things helping each other. So I started to teach in community college, and at the same time I started to acquire, to obtain my teaching credential, and finally I got my teaching credential for multiple subjects, for things. So that's where I get started, and art was not my deliberate choice. It's art choosing me. It's teaching, and it's these things choose me. I was down when the time I was very, very sad. It is painting and calligraphy survived me, saved my life. And I own painting, teaching, I own art a lot. It's art that saved me. And it's not my choice. It's art chose me. So it just once you get into one field, it circulates, and it like snowball. You grow, and into different area. So this brings me to today's situation, teaching art and teaching different things. And I learned a lot through these many years of teaching, of learning, of this experience. So art skill was not a natural thing. It was a learned, acquired ability. And I still think I was not born, I definitely was not born to be so good. I know some people are born to be artists. There are some people that just so gifted, so tremendously gifted. I have seen my students so gifted. I have seen adults, other people so gifted. And education, I do not believe in education in a sense that some people, I have seen a lot of wonderful, wonderful artists. They have never been to art school, and just they can do wonderful, beautiful painting, very, very good. So, so art is not a natural thing for me. I still struggle. I just cannot. I cannot reach to that stage that makes myself satisfied. And I think this is kind of, there is an advantage of it, because I'm not that good, so I always enjoy improving. If I'm already on the top, there is no way you can improve, right, once you are on the top of it. So I was always not on top, so I always feel the desire, the drive to improve myself. Okay, the third question. What is your favorite lesson plan when it comes to teach your student? The favorite lesson plan. Once you know something and you try it out, it's always works out well. I have a favorite lesson plan in Chinese painting bamboo, because I have done it so many times. And I know how to dismantle. Once they make a mistake, I know where is the mistake, and I know how to correct this mistake. And I'm so comfortable with it. So teaching Chinese painting, calligraphy, teaching Chinese painting bamboo is one of them. And other favorite subject is, for example, doodling, something that I really put my hands on, I am comfortable with. And I am very comfortable at making demonstration and explaining in detail everything. Once I tried, and I tried many times, I'm comfortable with. And for example, origami, it's you always get students lost, and it's kind of fun. It's kind of frustrating, and after you see 100 different kinds of doing something, then you are comfortable with. It's hard to say what is my favorite lesson plan, and oil pastel is also my favorite plan. Sorry, this one is if I say anything that my favorite lesson plan is that I practiced many times, and the the thing that I have seen all the possible way of making mistake. There is no mistake, but I have seen every possible way that student disappointed, and I know how to fix this disappointment. And even today in the class, we were doing bamboo. There was one little boy cried. It's too difficult, it's too difficult. He cried and cried. It broke my heart. It broke my heart at that moment. And it was frustrating. I can imagine how frustrating. Bamboo, painting a bamboo, it took people who experienced, took 1 minute and just cannot get it right. And behind this 2 minutes work, it's a 10 years practice until you reach that age, right? You reach that comfortness. It is a lot of work. It looks simple, but very hard work behind. So he cried, and I asked him, if you do not want to do it, give up or do something else. And I do by his side. I did 1 stroke, he did the 2nd stroke, he did the 3rd stroke. Anyway, we did together. And he was crying first, still crying. And I think after 5 to 10 minutes, he's coming down. And then we did again, stroke by stroke. And I was beside him. There were 10 students on the side. They are not crying. They have their difficulty, but they know how to struggle. But this particular one, so I spent myself with him. I do 1 stroke, he did 1 stroke. I did 1 stroke, he did 1 stroke, 1 leaf. And finally he made wonderful. He was so happy at the end. So this is something that I know. And I know how to change the situation from a frustrated situation. I can change it because I have done it, and I have been, I myself through it. So this is one of the lesson plan I like, and see the student crying at first. And finally, at the end of the class, he held his painting so proud to show other people. He held his painting up and showed other students. That proud, that aha moment, that relief, that proud moment is just so encouraging and so touching and so inspiring. Yes. And what is your favorite lesson plan in teaching your students? Those are the things that really make my day. See them that get it, just get it, and see their happiness, see their frustration, and overcoming that frustration. And it's a huge thing for him. It is a huge thing for the students that they overcome from the very, very, very lower point and bounce up, bounce back. It is inspiring. Who is your favorite artist and why? I think I like, what is his name? Beardsley. I will tell you the name. I do not know much about the name. Beardsley. I will do this question later, okay? I have his book. See, it's here. I like Beardsley. Okay, Aubrey Beardsley. I love his painting. It's black and white, and there are many, and it's hard to say any. But if you see this, you can kind of get my taste or get my interest. I like pure, simple black and white. and something that this arguable, or what do you call it? And it's really rebellious and can stand out to make something different, and no matter accepted by the society or not, just make his voice and to be different and to be quite different. Yes. What or who inspire you the most to create? Nature inspired me, and the people and the things surround me inspire me. I was inspired when I see a beautiful picture. I want to paint, I want to draw, and every time, the good thing of being a teacher, you have a subject coming out, you have a way of doing it. Students always have some different way of doing it. 1 or 2 or 5, there are always people doing something different. And it's this difference make your project become so rich and so unique, so different. I always learn something new and different. And that is very inspiring. And also there was one thing I would like to say is my dream. I dreamed about colors. I do not have that synesthesia. I mean, some people associate color with letter with color, number with color. I do not have that, but sometimes I dream about beautiful shape, and I close my eye. I can see this kinetic or movement of color, of shape that floating around. It's like a computer screen, that screensaver. You have those kind of you have those kind of very beautiful, that the shape change, that kind of screensaver. When I close my eyes, sometimes it came up, those kind of changing shape, micro or digital art changing shape. I do not know. It's very strange and unique, and psychedelic color and shape coming up. And because these few months, I think I lost that. I think I have mentioned in one of my previous video, 2 or 3 months ago, I lost it. I do not see color. When I close my eyes and I made every effort to see the colors, there's just nothing come up. I think because of pressure, work pressure, and a lot of work, and all these things just build up this result, come to this result. I do not see anything, any shape, any color, all disappear. I only see black. And from last month, I think I start to see some color, to see some shape again. Last night I was in the middle of the night. I woke up at 3 o'clock, and I made effort, and I could see some of these floating shapes, but not much color, not much color. I think those comes with a light, happy spirit and relaxed life. I'm sure it will come back. But so dream is one of my things that inspire me. It gives me something, it allows me to see something that my natural eye cannot see. And it provides me something, the dream provides me something that nature does not provide. Yes. So the next one is, what are some of the obstacles you face with your artwork? What are some of the obstacles you face with your work as an art teacher? The obstacle, I'm not sure if I have enough time to finish this question. The obstacles I face with my artwork is my inability to express myself. And very often time I have an idea that my skill just does not allow me to reach that stage. There are something I am doing a little better than other. My son said. Let me try to find some clothes. These clothes. This one does not have. And I have improved so much, but still, I think the biggest obstacle still is that I cannot express myself enough with my pen. Okay, you will not see it. It's not good to show on the internet. So that's my obstacle. My obstacle as an art teacher is that, yeah, if my principal to hear this will not be, is my weakness of an art teacher is to calm down students when they become overexcited. Well, you have to be excited, but when you are overexcited, your brain does not function neither. You cannot learn things. So my obstacle is that when you ignite the students and how to bring them down to earth to make the artwork. Art is fun, but art is a serious thing. You want to create, but still you need to practice this hard work. How I make the students to not only create, but also calm down to practice some tedious, some basic, some tenaciously practice some basic skill. That's my obstacle. How to instill that hard work, diligent work ethic into the students, so that they can be serious with the skills, with working hard. Yeah. Okay. You have over 9,000 and almost 9,000 videos and almost 2,000 subscribers. What is like to basically feel your life on YouTube? And what have you gained from that experience? I have over 9,000 videos. I think I have a few more than 10,000 videos, and some videos are private, so you do not see. But I have this anyway. I have quite a junky amount of video. And the subscribers are not so much. It's 20,000 subscribers, and comparing with other people who work hard for 7 years, this is quite a miserable result. But but I had these 20 people are the core of a good spirit, and. It's becoming a family. I have seen that some people made such comments. usually people's video you get negative comments. I almost do not get negative comments. One is because I'm boring enough. Not much people come to me to express their to be interested in come to my video, and only people who is serious, who get it and come to my video and spend some time. And my video is quite not much showing, not much other things, so people come and they do not see it. So basically I have filmed my life, and I like it, and I think I'm very selfish because I enjoy it and I take away other people's time with their family. So I always do not understand why people say that that you are not selfish. I think I'm selfish. I just post some video, but on the other hand, you can make your own choice to watch or not to watch. And I do some video. For example, I learned to oil pastel. My first oil pastel is actually on the video under the camera, so people can see how I learn. And I would like to show and to show that, so that people can see how to correct me. Because I want to get people's correction. And when you are straightforward and honest to show these things, you can get people's honest comments and comments and support. What is like to basically feel your life on YouTube. Yeah, and I do not do editing. I do not do much. I upload one video. There used to be much more video in my vacation time, because each video only a few seconds I upload. So I'm sorry for that. I did not have the ability to edit. Right now, YouTube itself has an editing tool, so I can edit on the go. And so I upload less video because I edit it. I compose several videos together, and it has changed my life, definitely. I saw one person that was depressed, and then she started to think that to change her life through Facebook every day has a good source. And then she became very positive. For me, it's really, it is kind of a spirit booster. It makes me feel so happy. It makes me feel my life is boring, and this is the only chance that I make a show. Why not do it? And people need to express. People need to express through the way they are comfortable with. So some people do blogs, some people do Facebook, some people do Twitter, some people do. And I just by chance found YouTube and become a thing that I can express myself. I can express my happiness. I can share my high or low or down, and people support me, and it changed my life in a good way, in a positive way. So I'm really grateful. And it does not take a lot of my time, because I do not do editing, except right now I'm doing a video, take several minutes, take an hour or something. But it really helped me to calm down myself. I used to do editing, and I know one video of 10 minutes or one video of one minute can take you a whole day to edit it, if you want to make it. So I used to do that, and now I start to work. I do not have time, so it's not that difficult to do it. It brings only good energy, best energy, brings friends. I have been on the airplane and seeing friends coming to me, not so often. Are you Haiyin? Are you the person who is on YouTube? And also some other friends. There are other times, and also I met some wonderful people through YouTube, and we managed to meet in person. So it's a wonderful thing if you use it in the right way. It is a wonderful thing. Everything is like this. You can use it in good way. You can use it in not good way. If you use it good and right, you get the best out of it. And I think I am very lucky that it benefits me so much. I gained what you have gained from all this. I gained so much. I become a better person. I think I become a better person by speaking out. I get so much help from other people, and seeing people from different walks of life, and they give me comments, they give me support, they give me advice, and they are teaching me step by step. No matter which way you talk, no matter what language you use, you are making me a better person. Thank you very much. I think my video is coming to an end. At least all my cards are used up. The memory cards, it's almost used up. I wish you a very happy afternoon, happy day, happy every day. Bye bye, friends. I love you, I really do.